Just to let everyone know on YouTube that we are testing out Kickstarter here. So we are launching a brand new product called the USB2Air, which we have here in front of us. You want to tell us a little bit about the product, Tess?
The USB2Air is a USB 2 device that wirelessly transmits your signal from different devices without wires, basically. That's from a layman's stance, totally.
Tess is doing a great job of, simplifying something that is...
Correct me where I'm wrong.
A little bit complicated. I'm guessing that a lot of you guys out there who are backers of this project are actually probably a little bit techie, and I will definitely dig into some of the tech specs. In fact, I'm going to bring up a couple pieces of media during this live show, and of course we're going to do a live demo of the product itself. One of the things I wanted to show in this live broadcast today was, of course, you can see on this computer over here, we are wirelessly transmitting the video from this device here. So there's a receiver over here and a transmitter, and they have little wireless antennas. And it's going to be able to allow us to wirelessly transmit any USB 2 device up to 25 feet. 25 feet maximum. We can't go above 25 feet. And there's a couple of quick things I wanted to show. We are here to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, Tess, keep an eye on the chat
I'm
room.
Trying to open it all up right now.
Okay, great. One of the first things I wanted to show was a chart, actually. Sorry to get so techie right off the bat, but here's the resolution/bandwidth chart. And basically the way this works, I'll kind of put it away and then we'll talk about it in a little bit here, is that you can basically have up to 30 megabits per second on this wireless link. So what that means is that basically you could have 5 720p cameras, for example, or you can have, let's see here, so 1080p is normally about 8 megabits per second. So this wireless link from this device to the next device is actually can support up to 30 megabits per second. So that means we could have 3 1080p cameras on this USB hub right here. So I'm going to take you guys through this right now on a little live demonstration here and show you how it works. Because we've actually already got it set up here. We've got a Logitech webcam. We think this is going to be a big use case scenario. There's a lot of people who have a webcam in their conference room or their boardroom or their broadcast studio, and they've got cables draping over the floor, or they have to pay for expensive USB extensions that sometimes don't even work. And now we can just make that hole in the middle here where all those cables normally would have been
a little bit neater, organized. Take that out of the problem. Sorry, I was checked out there. I was trying to open up the chat for us.
Okay.
Looks like we're not actually live on their website yet.
Okay.
This is a learning process for us.
Let me just see if there's something we could do. Oh, go on air. Oh my gosh. There's a go on air button, Tess. Thank you for finding that. We are now live on Kickstarter.
Okay, here we are. We're here.
There you go. Go ahead and mute your computer so we don't get any feedback.
Whoops.
We have been live on YouTube for a little while here as we've been doing our countdown. One of the things I just wanted to test really quickly is our lower third. Here comes our lower third. Oh, and it is showing up properly. Wonderful. So this is our pre-launch. Tomorrow is going to be our real launch with our lead engineer, Matthew Davis. He's going to be here to answer all of our questions. Today we're just live streaming just to check it out and
test
see how
it out.
works.
Yep, learn about how this works. Live streaming on Kickstarter.
So now we are officially live on Kickstarter. We've actually already got, did you say 5 backers already?
Yes, we have 5 backers so
my
far.
gosh.
That's within less than 24 hours, so that's pretty exciting for us.
So does that mean we're like almost 10% funded?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, so we have a $10,000 goal for Kickstarter, which is pretty ambitious. We're basically offering our first 100 units on Kickstarter. And, you know, one of our, HuddleCam HD is actually well known in the professional audiovisual industry. But for those of you who are watching on Kickstarter, who just started, we're going to do a live demo of the product. I'm going to get rid of this lower third here. And you can see there that we've got a live video connection. So we're going to do a live demo of the product and show you guys how it works. So if you just tuned in, I guess we got to kind of backtrack here for a second.
Yeah, because we were a little scrambled there in the beginning.
If you're watching on YouTube, we are live streaming to YouTube and Kickstarter. You can go ahead and come to Kickstarter if you want, or
head on over.
Continue to watch at YouTube. So I'm gonna
looks like we have a cool chat feature
over here.
Sorry.
And I'm going to go ahead and connect the wireless USB2Air to my computer. So first of all, I'll just go ahead and unplug it. So we have, this is the wireless transmitter and receiver. So you can see here, it actually says in the bottom right, disconnected. I don't know if you guys probably can't see that far, but I will plug it in. Let me just plug this in. Okay, so now my wireless transmitter is plugged in. And can they see that, Tess, on the?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Do you want me to try and?
You could zoom in, I guess, a little bit over here. So this is the computer.
Okay.
And now you can see right there, it says now connected wirelessly to your computer. Can you zoom into that maybe?
What's going on here?
Is it? All right, well, that's fine.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
So this is the computer here. And we just plugged it in. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in real quick, just so they can see that.
Go ahead. The chat's blacking a little bit, but I think you could still see it.
Okay. Here we go. Unplug, and you can see it says the USB device is no longer connected to your computer. You can probably see it better maybe on the YouTube channel because the chat's not overlaid. But we plug it in, and then it will pop up. And just like any regular USB device, in a second here it should say connected. And then you over on this side, you want to zoom out just a hair maybe? Nope, there it goes. It just said connected. There we go. On this side, we have the receiver. Let me just back it over just a hair over here. We have the receiver. So here's the receiver here. And I guess I'll zoom into the receiver. And this is where we can actually plug in. We're using actually a PTZ Optics camera. This is actually the camera that we're using. We can actually wirelessly plug it in here. We have a hub, so we've actually got two cameras plugged in. We've got a Logitech webcam, and we have this. Basically, we have the best USB camera in the industry and one of the lowest end USB cameras in the industry. So those are the two cameras that we're going to show wirelessly being transmitted here. And if I go over to my computer again, I'm just going to zoom in because I think it just makes it more sense. We should have set up, well, tomorrow we'll set up camera presets.
Yes.
So we don't have to do all this panning and tilting and zooming. I apologize, everybody. So over here, if I hit start video, I'm standing in front of the camera, which is actually extremely zoomed in. So I'm going to switch to the Logitech for a moment here. Here's the Logitech camera that we mentioned. And let me just unzoom this one. I think what was happening is there's two cameras. This one was responding to it as well.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of pan this camera over here. And I will switch the other camera. I'm glad we're doing this early, Tess, because we're obviously learning quite a bit. Here is the second camera. And actually, the second camera does a nice job of showing what's going on right here. Look at that. So here's the wireless receiver. Here is the camera. I'll make that full screen. And then we'll go ahead and set this camera back up to our normal set. So I'm glad we're doing this test because now we're getting all of the crazy things that could possibly come up
out of the way. We'll work out the kinks, and next time we're going to have a kick butt Kickstarter stream.
Okay, so that is pretty much the way it works, and it's completely wireless. And we've had a lot of success with it. A lot of people have been very excited about this project.
We certainly are. And this is only some of the products that can be used with it. There's so many more.
Good point.
We talked about anything with a USB 2 device.
Could be a microscope, could be a document camera, could be a virtual reality headset, which was one that we thought might be intriguing to a lot of people. One thing a lot of people don't know about virtual reality headsets is they usually have 3 cables, one for power, one for video, and then one for control. And that video and control can both be used over USB. And we showed that in our last video. We're not going to be able to show it today, but that is another interesting application there. And then for power, you'd have to get a powered, like a battery pack, which we don't sell, but.
Right, but still get rid of all those wires back there.
All those wires would be gone if you're really into virtual reality. And there's a lot of like virtual reality like theaters being put in where there's like 100 people in a room. They're all sitting and they all have goggles on. I think like in California.
It's probably going to be the next big thing. So this is going to pair really nicely with that.
It could really be cool. Although I believe, again, tomorrow we're having our lead engineer on the show. So our lead engineer is going to be able to answer a lot of the questions that might be coming up. But I believe you might only be able to have like 8 of these in the same room.
8.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's the max. There could be, it could
It's
even
quite
be
a bit
less.
though.
So I'm not exactly sure the limit, but if you have, so this is the wireless transmitter, the wireless receivers over here. If you were to have like 100 of them in the same room, I think there might be some wireless interference.
Okay.
But you can have, I believe, up to 8 is what I read. We're going to ask our lead engineer tomorrow, same time tomorrow. Our live stream is going to be on Kickstarter. Here's another application I wanted to share. And again, tomorrow we're going to have presets so that we don't have to be like zooming in and out so much. I apologize. But this is called the Leap Motion. And this has also been tested with the USB2Air. And what this allows you to do, it's actually really cool, Tessa. I'm
learning about this, so I'm interested to hear.
What it does is you put it on the table, and I'll take it out here just to show.
Yes, put it up.
It basically is just a little teeny device. It just has a USB. And it just plugs right into the there. And you put it on the table, and now, just with your hand, you can control a computer.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So you can actually, it senses where your hand is.
It makes it like a touch screen?
Yeah.
You just touch the air.
You just kind of, and there's also, like, it's a little interesting. You can custom design it to do different things.
I
like
need to play with this thing.
If you put your pinky up, you could have it launch a specific app. Or if you put a peace sign, it could do a specific thing.
That's crazy.
So it's kind of like more for those techie programmers, but I was learning about it, and like it can sense like forward motion. So if you just wanted to like doot like to click an app on your desktop or something, or like I'm guessing maybe like, well, what if you're using like Microsoft Paint and you wanted to like draw?
Could we set up one of our presets and make it like a button? Like
we could
go to camera 2.
You could.
That would be fun.
That's what they were. There was a video by a gentleman named Richard Shoemaker on YouTube who's using this in conjunction with vMix, the live streaming software we're using, and actually like running his live show with this thing.
That's awesome.
Although
That's
it looked
crazy.
like it was I would rather have something like this, like a keyboard and mouse, or something that I can.
It would be fun to try like once, just to play with it.
But maybe the technology is getting better and better. So that's pretty much. This has really been just like a test live stream. We just wanted to make sure everything works. It seems like everything did work. And then we have over on YouTube.
I'm not even over there.
Yeah, and we haven't even emailed this out to anyone. This is as 100% test. Which Tess hates me saying that because it just sounds like I'm saying your name
every
over
time
and over
somebody
again.
says test. I'm like, what? Who's there?
But we're just testing. Everything looks good. The next live stream is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have camera presets all ready. Matt
Daniel
Davis, our
Wright
engineer,
is here. I'm trying to see if any of our regulars are in the
Daniel.
chat.
He got an
messing
email.
around with
I
this.
wonder is Daniel one of the backers?
I'm not sure, to be honest. That would be awesome.
Because I believe anyone who subscribed or anyone who is a current backer.
Not yet. Daniel's not yet.
Okay. But
well, tune in tomorrow and you can learn more about the product.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow.
In a better planned out way.
We're going to have a lot more viewers tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a really fun show. We're going to be letting everyone know about it. The press release just went out. Like, this literally went out, we posted it yesterday.
Around this time yesterday.
We just released the press release. Technically, tomorrow is what we were considering
the official
the official launch.
But our Kickstarter was approved, and we were excited and overeager.
So we let it go.
But it's been good so far.
It's been good.
We're just really excited about this product.
And you got to kind of test this stuff a day in advance.
Yeah.
You have to.
That's why we're doing this.
This is exactly why we're doing this. Tess is even recording some of this so that we can just get an idea of what's going on.
And we love learning about new live streaming platforms, which is also really fun for us to get to play around with that.
We're going to do a whole tutorial on how all this works because there wasn't that much information about it.
Yeah.
Which seems to be the case always with these new live streaming platforms.
Yeah, the chat's really cool. There's a Q&A. You can pledge right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's really, you can ask a question. I'm liking this.
Can you do that through the vMix so that we get that on the recording too?
Yeah, it should be up here.
I think you have to click through vMix though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so if you click there. Oh, darn it. No, leave that. Just click that button. And
okay, let me go ahead. All right.
So that's pretty much it. Again, tomorrow's the big day. Chief engineer is going to be there. We're going to be showing all the cool stuff. Whoa. Oh, that actually shows all the different levels of. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
We're learning so much. It's awesome.
Live streaming is incredible. That's really our focus, honestly, for our company. And then this wireless USB is something that we've actually been working on and developing for years now. In 2015, our lead engineer, Matthew Davis, released the world's first wireless USB camera. We should probably have that for the live stream too. Remember when we had it up here?
Oh my gosh.
All this stuff. So, and then in 2016, we released the world's first USB speakerphone. And then now here we are in 2017, and we're releasing the same technology in our products that are best sellers around the world in a non-proprietary plug-in anything you want device, which, we were getting a lot of requests for. We know that people want something like this, about $300, not too expensive, plug it into so many different devices. So I guess that really does it.
Yeah.
What does the selfie button do?
I don't know. I was trying to play with that too.
I think I know what it does.
You ready? I'm going to take a selfie. Snap a selfie.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Oh, it's a quick video.
Oh my gosh, it's like stories.
Oh my gosh, somebody who's watching, take a selfie for me and send it over so we can see it.
If you could so I was wondering what that is. So did that show up on vMix?
Here, get in here, Paul. Quick.
Oh my gosh.
This is so fun.
Did that show up on the vMix recording? Because I want to make sure we have that for
we're over here.
Oh look, it's right there.
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy.
Cool. Can you do it through that? Through the vMix
you
recording?
Can't
try hitting that.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
It wants me. I'm not. It's a whole login thing.
Don't worry about it. We did get.
You can't type on here. It seems to me. I can't figure out how to type on it. Anyways.
But yeah, so everything's working. We're really just testing this stuff out.
Yeah. YouTube and Facebook should get that feature. That's cool. I know. Kickstarter Live officially has something that I'm more excited about than Facebook and YouTube have.
Oh my gosh. So
that selfie thing is so cute, and it's not permanent. It doesn't stay up the whole time. So I feel like people might be more willing to send a quick selfie that goes away. I think it's fun.
It's like Snapchat built into
what a great idea.
Streaming.
Now all they need is emojis. I'm like the emoji freak.
Well, try an emoji.
I could do.
They don't support emojis. Oh, come on. All right. Well, if you're watching this Kickstarter developer team, awesome feature, but you got to start with the emojis before.
Yeah.
You got to start with emojis, then build on top. But that was really cool.
A book's about to fall. He said, I've got them strategically placed. Hopefully we'll be all right. That's the last thing I need.
Yeah. The only reason why we have these books here is if somebody asks an extremely technical question, we can at least pretend like we're reading it, and then they get so bored.
Let me help you with that.
Hopefully
they forget about it.
And then they just leave because it takes us too long. But yeah, so there's a really cool selfie thing. You can pledge right on here. It's really, Kickstarter is really the king of crowdfunding.
Yeah.
And crowdfunding is such a big thing. We're here on Kickstarter so that it's really more of a promotional marketing style and one of our main objectives is because most of our products, if you've looked at our company, is professional video production, live streaming, video conferencing gear. And now with this USB2Air, we're going more into, the prosumer, not really consumer, I think it's more prosumer realm where it could work with a Logitech webcam.
Right.
So for $99 plus this is $300. For $400, you could have a wireless webcam, on the other side of your room. I could see a grandma wanting that,
I know,
in
right?
their living room. So there's just so many different reasons and applications for it. We thought, let's go to Kickstarter. Let's give it that 30 days before the product launch to get ideas from tech enthusiasts.
Yeah, we'd love to get feedback.
Those early adopters. Like if you in the chat room, we love to know, what you might be thinking about using this for.
Yeah.
But save your ideas for tomorrow too, because that's
Yeah.
our real live stream. I think we're just about wrapping this up. It's been really fun.
It has been. It's been pretty fun.
Thank you for being here while we are really just testing out our live layout. I hope you guys like the set, by the way.
Yeah.
From what I'm looking at here, you can pretty much see almost everything that we're talking about. The only thing I don't like a little bit is the fact that...
Dan, you're right. It says too bad our church is 80 feet from front to back.
Yeah, well, that is not going to work in that situation. And that's one of the things that we have to be very clear about is where it won't work.
Yeah, it's important to be honest about that as well.
Because, that's one of the difficulties of releasing a wireless product out into the wild, out into the real world, where a lot of people might say, oh, I bought it, but, I was planning on using it for 100 feet, and, you didn't tell me. So we were very clear.
We had to make that.
In fact, this chart really helps, is one of the main things. Because I feel like other people also are going to try to put, 50 devices on there and wirelessly transmit them. So we're also trying to be very clear about the bandwidth that's available in this wireless link.
And this is the first version of the product, too.
It's version 1. We always have updated versions, although this technology is really cutting edge, and I'm not sure if it's one of those things where there's going to be a new generation right away. I think this is going to be a product that is going to be around for, with technology, they're always new, another one. So it could
You find something that works, though.
But it works, and we stand behind all of our products, and we have a USA support center and a support team, and we definitely stand behind this one working. I don't think there's going to be a new generation in 3 months or 6 months.
No.
Maybe in a year. We are known for saying, "Oh, we've got generation 2 now," but I think that this one is going to be a real hit. We've already got 5 backers.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy with it.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. What do you think, Tess?
Yeah, I think that about does it for today. I'm excited for tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining,
guys.
everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Boom. Okay, that was done. So I was sitting there and I didn't hit the go on air button.
Yeah, that was funny. And I don't think we were on YouTube at all.
Really?
Yeah.
What? It says live right there.
Does it?
Yeah, we were live on YouTube.
We were?
In fact, I got to end the live stream now.
Oh, crud. We're still on YouTube.